Over the years, when I was counseling lawyers about their careers, my sense was that you should try to do something that you're really good at and enjoy.
Absolutely.
So young lawyers get out of law school at Yale and Harvard and Chicago, and they assume they should be working in Wall Street or big Chicago firms. And they get on that track, and they never stop to think about what would make them happy.
Correct.
So I wrote a book called Managing the Early Years, which is a strategic planning approach toward career planning. And the thought was asking a young lawyer, how do you want to live when you're 40? And they say, I don't know if I want to be a tax lawyer or work in a corporation. I said, let me make it simpler. Do you want to be married or not?
Absolutely.
Do you want to have children
Great.
or not?
Right.
Do you want to live in a
question.
house or do you want to rent? And ultimately, when you can, because you know how you'd like to live better than you know what you can do, because you don't know that so well.
Absolutely.
And then once you know how you'd like to live, you have to say, what is that going to cost me to live that way?
Absolutely.
And then you can work backwards to earning enough to live the way you want to live when you've done it before you have more money than you need.
Correct.
So that it happens that, particularly with the University of Chicago Law School graduates, they all are doing very, very well. And none of them had any money to start with, because we all were living on $6,000 a year in 1964, 5, 6, and 7, and all sorts of activities. So that, but the point of this all was to begin to get people to start thinking about the way they like to live their life. Now we're having our 45th reunion for our law school this coming May.
Wow.
And several of the classmates have said what we should really do is think about what's next.
Yeah. Right.
And that gets back into my thinking, my wheelhouse of saying, well, how do you want to be living at the age of 80 or 70 now?
You're
how do you want to be living at
10
80?
years from now, where do you want to be?
And what have you done, and what are you interested in? And one of my classmates said, I've really been interested my entire life in being a woodworker, in developing chairs and tables and things like that. So that's what he's going to do. A number of other people have gotten into mediation where they say, I think I can work 30 weeks a year, not 50, and 20 hours a week, not 60, and just slow down as opposed to change lanes on the highway.